After an intriguing first match day, the Saff Under-20 Women's Championship 2025 continue as match day 2 looks to take shape with another important set of fixture. It's Sri Lanka against Bhutan, a set of game that could have implications on the standings, a perfect warm-up ahead of the big game next. The top two, of course, unchanged, but chance for Bhutan to change that at this stage and how the table has shaped up. Only a win by a big margin can put Bhutan in the forefront ahead of the Bangladesh game. The Sri Lanka, swaggering a decent squad, will be eager to show their resilience after last game's crashing defeat against Bangladesh at this venue on 11th of July. A ton of promising local talent who will look to torment the Dragon Girls and produce an energetic display to win over the scouts watching this game. And here they arrive. They are here to prove they are no pushovers. Will look to put the setback of the last game behind them and put on a show here this evening at the King's Arena.
We're feeling very good. Actually, we changed a little bit places for our players. Some good players in injury, but we will go in for the winning today. That's our hope. Because I was just their last match with the Bhutan and Nepal. I think Bhutan team actually today we can. I sure we can win.
The Dragon Girls, representing the valor and discipline, brings a unique blend of physical prowess and strategic discipline to the Saff Under-20 Women's Championship. Although they may not have the same level of exposure and recognition as some of the more prominent teams, they have consistently demonstrated their ability to compete fiercely on the field. Put on a great fight against Nepal in the last game, especially at the second half. And Tanka Mayaghale is with us to share her thoughts. Might have said the right things at halftime against Nepal, rearing to go once more.
Today we are ready and we have fixed all the mistakes we did in the last game, so we are hoping for the positive result. Not only against Sri Lanka, we have been preparing for all the matches, so everyone is positive for today's match and we are going to give our best.
It is a huge stage for the budding footballers to showcase their talent. Forgiving weather conditions here in Dhaka. Slightly cloudy, humidity of 73%, 25% chance of rain. This is a huge opportunity for these players to show what they are made of, and hoping to roar loudly and are mentally prepared for that. Started the game deep down the defense against Nepal, had a lot of chances. Now it's all about searching for that momentum. Sri Lanka are confident. They've built a unit that will not only look to win, but also adapt to their coach's footballing ethos. They have retained the core of the squad and added a few experienced players. Indran Gregory, Lion Shika, Tasidi. It's down to planning for the Saff much before the long delayed season was announced. It's match number 3 coming your way, live and exclusive on the YouTube channel of Sportzworkz. Another game coming up after this where the hosts Bangladesh will take on Nepal. Many words have been used to describe the ways of Shivanta Kumara, purist and pragmatist among them. But the Saff Under-20 has been tough to navigate even for the most experienced of head coaches.
Now,
And the news from the center is that Chasila has been given a start today, and given her ability to create and finish, she will be the biggest threat. The only meeting between these two teams at the Saff Under 20 Championship was way back on 11 December 2021, where Bhutan beat Sri Lanka 5-0. A brace from Pema and a goal apiece from Shering and Sonam Chodan. All of them starts this evening as well. And Tanka Maya has set up this team defensively strong. She's quite experienced at setting teams up defensively. Has been tested while they have been tightened a little bit. A goal already this season for Kelden Wangmo. She's got good feet when it comes to scoring goals. Time now then for the national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Sri Lanka. And now the national anthem of Bhutan.
It's going to be like a final for both. But Nepal and Bangladesh are perched up very well in the points table. And if you look at the table, Bhutan are third. And if Nepal go wrong, it's going to affect them. With the Dragon Girls closing in. There are a lot of permutation combination out there. I've been reading so many articles, and focus will shift completely to the next game after the end of the day. Would you go for a draw if you were in charge of Sri Lanka? Would it be smart football? That's the strategy on which they need a slight change. Lost a game so far, but yes, they would look to go defensive and go on the counter because they have got the metal in them with Gregory and Lion Shika up front. Sanduni and Sashimi in midfield. It's going to be a very grudge match. Overall, it's going to be very interesting. It's all about strategy. Two coaches get in the field. Sometimes strategies they work and sometimes they do not. It's totally a game of two halves. And both the teams have shown that in the first 15-20 minutes, both of them would love to attack to get the results. But this time, Bhutan will look out for that gritty defense to come to their rescue. The two captains, Sanduni and Shendu Palzon. The referee in charge is Jaya Chakma, supported by Salma Akhtar and Anjana Rai. And the match commissioner, of course, is Asif Ansar. Well, it's been raining a last couple of days. All of that comes down to this turf. We saw at the King's Arena very patchy in terms of the starts in the practice. And Bhutan wants to play a very fluid brand of football. But for Sri Lanka, sort of works, but they are a team who likes grinding out results, frustrating their opponents, and hitting teams on the break. So the Bhutan lineup, no changes from the last game. They start with a 4-3-3, and all eyes, of course, will be on the number 11, Keldon Wangmo. She scored a brilliant goal against Nepal in the second half. The rest of the side remains the same, with Shering Peldon, Nima Selden, Sanam Chodan and Moliam Choke forming the back four, with Shering Lamo and Palzum, the two holding midfielders. And the tip of the attack is Sangai Wangmo. Sri Lanka making two changes from the last game against Bangladesh, with Chasila getting a start up front alongside Lion Chika, and Oshadi replaces Rumesha at right back. It's a 4-4-2 from Shivanta Kumara. And Sanduni will start on the left-hand side. Sashmi keeps her place on the right, with Indran dropping into a new role in midfield alongside Kavini. And all of these formulas so far not working in favor of both these sides, but the biggest one, of course, is 3-point tonight. And that's the inconsistency they've shown in the Saff Under-20 Women's Championship. Conceded only 9 and 6 goals respectively and scored 1 apiece. Sri Lanka needs to be careful. It's not easy to mark Keldon or Preya Ghale. Adding to it is Sangmai Wangmo and Namsal. So let's see how Sri Lanka reacts to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been waiting for. Let the countdown begin. 5, 4.
We are close to the kickoff.
2.
It's mighty Bhutan against plucky Sri Lanka. A clash of two teams with similar ambition in the roadmap. Both with a bastion of football support in the subcontinent. And they conquer, of course they do, in the idea of leaving the pitch tonight with 3 massive points. The Bhutan women's national football team is making strides in the sport with a focus on development and increasing participation. Nicknamed the Dragon Girls, is governed by the Bhutan Football Federation and is a member of the Asian Football Federation and the South Asian Football Federation as well. The Bhutan National League was established in 2021 with clubs participating in a FIFA-supported licensing workshop in 2022. And Tanka Maya played a very pivotal role in charge of the grassroots development in the country, an AFC A license holder. Sri Lanka, in a change strip of blue this evening, will be operating from the right to left of your screen. Struggling to get possession of the ball, the Dragon Girls. And Shivanta Kumara, lot of expectation on his shoulder. The first game didn't go according to the plan. He's made some adjustments by making in a couple of changes. Chance opens up early doors for Bhutan, and Keldon Wangmo on the score sheet. Bhutan break through early. Second goal of the tournament for Keldon Wangmo. And she stopped this game exactly from where she ended the last one against Nepal. A perfect start, and the Dragon breathes fire. A look at that finish. Sells one dummy. Made it look so simple. Excellent first touch. And then quickly skipping past Oshadi and finding the bottom corner. On match day 1 as well. The goals coming in early. Within the first 10 minutes. A goal here. Just within a couple of minutes. They've made their intentions very clear, Bhutan, right from the start. Quite an aggressive approach. Attacking intent right from the offset. Sri Lanka concedes their 10th goal of the competition. The Sri Lankan women's team, they participated in the first ever qualifiers for the 2024 Olympics. And the Bhutan Football Federation is actively working on developing women's football through coaching programs and grassroots initiatives and educational programs. A whistle from Jaya Chakma. A lunging challenge from Palzon, the captain. Gives away a free kick to Sri Lanka inside their own territory. Gagani to take this into empty space for Pema Yangzom to collect. A successive start for Bhutan's number 1. Here comes Sri Lanka now. Lion Seka got the only goal against Bangladesh. Missed out on a couple of glorious opportunities as well. Kelton Wangmo is finding a lot of joy down the left hand side. And a first time ball comes in. Immediately the flag raised. A space in between the two centre backs. Sankei Wangmo plays her club football for Transport United. And Bhutan certainly will have one eye on the goal difference. A victory by a big margin can take them close to Nepal. The stitching passes together. Meti entry inside the Sri Lankan territory. Kelton Wangmo. Her pass is intercepted by Dulni. Just one change in defense, with Oshadi coming in at a right back in place of Rumesha. Shivanta Kumara doesn't like to tinker much with the team's defense. Another glorious chance straight at Tharusika. Gonna be a long evening for the goalkeeper. Had a plenty to keep away against Bangladesh. Kept on her toes this evening as well. Absolutely grimacing the way Bhutan makes those entries inside the penalty area with direct arrowing runs. Lots of off-the-ball movement. But does provide the likes of Hamo and Palzum options. Some signs of positivity from the last game where they struggled to take control of midfield. Much organized this evening here. Sanduni, just near the halfway line. It's clouted away. Pema Yangzom. Played around 70 minutes in the domestic league in Bhutan. And at this edge, these players certainly need more game time to develop. Tournaments like these certainly going to help them get exposed to different kind of conditions, different kind of tactics and opposition. And this is the edge where you tend to absorb more. Another effort, scuffed away. Couldn't catch it clean. Sri Lanka needs to be cautious. The warning bell rings and rings loud. Once more, possession conceded. Danger zone. They're struggling to deal with the second ball as well. As Bhutan having a vice-like grip. Sangai Wangmo involved in a tussle and wins the free kick. Twisting and turning the number 7. And there she is. Hot on the heels of Kavini. Bangladesh are comfortable on top with a goal difference of +8. And Nepal are second with +5. A battle for the top spot awaits us later in the evening. The ball has been snatched away. Sanduni driving at a yellow shirt. And Bhutan just try to close Sri Lanka down inside their own half. And they launch a quick counter press. The moment they lose the ball, just an effort to win the ball close to the goal. But the surface looks much better compared to the match day 1. A lot of chatter in the social media as well with regards to the muddy surface and how the ball got stuck on. It's been rolling smooth this evening. The further rain likely to worsen the ground quality with back-to-back 2 games in a day. The 6th edition of the Saff Under-20 Women's Championship. For the 4th time, Bangladesh has been given the hosting rights. The defending champions will be in action next. In case you've just joined us, do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notification. Tanka Maya reads the game pretty well. And despite progress, the Bhutan's women's football faces challenges, particularly in comparison to more established football nations. However, the team is determined to improve and compete at a higher level. With a focus on developing a strong league structure and investing in coaching and grassroots programs will be crucial for the future of women's football in Bhutan. And the Federation is working with the community to promote women's football and create a safe and supportive environment for female footballers. Meanwhile, the cross comes in, good save. Vital touch from Tharusika at her near post. And Sangai Wangmo denied. Preya Ghale with a low ball in. And Sangai Wangmo kept at bay. From a hand-shaking distance, not managing to find the back of the net. And a header comes in as well. Beaten away by Harushika. Not much distance on it. Throw in for Bhutan. Sri Lanka all over the place. The captain, Talzum. Right on the edge. Shot comes in. Gagani saw the danger. A breakaway move not allowed. Muscled away on the halfway line. Shika. Bhutan growing from strength to strength. Much more measured in this game. She's been adventurous. The number 13, Hamo. Another chance and another goal for Bhutan. Kelton Wangbo on the double. Her third of this competition. And she joins Shagurika of Bangladesh. Both on 3 goals. A very clever slip from Sangai Wangmo. And Kelton Wangmo does what she does best. A cute little chip over Tharusika. Bhutan have their noses in front. Sri Lanka trailing 0-2 in the first quarter. Kelton Wangmo taking the game by storm. Likes to operate from the left hand side. Teasing and tormenting Oshadi. Another chance. She's a one-on-one situation. Namsal Wangzom puts it wide. And one cannot explain how. Dulni was left behind. Went for that toe poke. And misses the target by a whisker. The keeper caught in no man's land. Slightly reluctant to come off her line. Once more. Gagani closed down. But illegally, says the referee. Shot on the foot very quickly by Sangai Wangmo. Another disappointing start for Sri Lanka. No active National Women's League for several years. The players selected hastily lacked routine competition and international exposure. Another attack developing inside the penalty area. Bundled her over. The referee says get up. Lion Shika. Sri Lanka on the attack. From the right hand side, quick feed from Lion Shika. She continues to accelerate. It's a good looking ball. Quickly onto the rebound. And brought down just inside the D. Free kick for Sri Lanka from a great area. And more of that required. Clipped from behind. A lung bursting run from Lion Sika. Pema Yangzom getting a hand on that. A free kick won by Sanduni. Can they convert this set piece? Closer to goal. The centre back Gagani is ready to take it. Can she apply the right technique? Here goes Gagani. Completely blasting it over the top. And those expressions sums up the free kick. And there she is. Way over the crossbar. Too much elevation. Not managing to keep it down. And nothing going Sri Lanka's way. They got to find and spend some time on the ball. There's a lovely release. The flag going up against Sanduni, the captain. And that looked pretty close. The Football Federation of Sri Lanka has been criticized for neglecting women's football development. Even though Rumi's appointment brought quick tactical improvements, evidenced by the Saff tournament win against Maldives just 40 days of preparation. Well, the under-20 women's side is gradually gaining exposure. However, heavy defeats highlights the development gap. Even the senior women's side, devastating 10-0 loss. That's a great chance. Lion Chika fell kindly for her. From such a close range, not managing to put it on target. Now the angle closed down very quickly by Pema Yangzom. First corner of the game for Sri Lanka. Can they reduce the margin? Sanduni's delivery. Header comes in. Not on target. Dulli went up for it. Just trying to make her aerial presence felt. Fails to keep that on target. As I was mentioning about Sri Lanka's heavy defeat in the AFC Asian Cup qualifier, we'll come back to that. Bhutan, meanwhile, release for Keldon. There's a lovely ball through. Sets free for Preya Ghale. She miscues it completely. A clever pass from Keldon Wangmo. That was a nice ball across. And the fans just starting to fill in. The home team in action. They'll come up against Nepal right after this one. Escapes the challenge. Lovely release. Chance for Bhutan, hung up towards the far post. And that's 3-0. Easy as they come. Sri Lanka caught cold yet again. Namsal Wangzom on the score sheet this time. The Dragon Girls, they triple their lead. The Sri Lankan defense looks pointless. Simply toying with the Lankan defense. Sangai Wangbo with an inch perfect cross and comfortably nodded in by Namsal Wangzom. Got close a couple of times against Nepal. Finally manages to break through. A tactical disarray, defensive fragility, and lack of match readiness due to no domestic league or youth structure. The results are quite palpable. A lot of difference in terms of quality between the two sides. Out of the 4 participating teams, Sri Lanka looks like they are cut of a different piece of cloth. Defensive frailty just keeps on increasing game after game. The Bhutan are having a field day. It's just the kind of start Tanka Maya Ghale must have hoped for. The Sangai closed down this time. Sanduni tries to initiate a move down the right hand side. The Bhutan are well organized in defense. Coming forward, Dulni caught in possession. Chance here for Bhutan from a tight angle. Grabs the ball in the second time of asking Thanusika. Sangai Wangmo with a hit. Lacked power, lacked direction. I could have done better. Lanka. She's been a live wire from the right. Wins a corner. Early change from Shivanta Kumara. Rumesha coming on for Oshadi. So the gamble to start the number 12 at right back
Jersey number 12, Uchadi Guna
didn't really pay off.
Binage, replaced by jersey number 6, Ramesha Kudawaduge.
Sanduni's delivery. Gets a touch to it. A chance for a counter move, not allowed. Puts it into touch, Gagani. Throw in quickly taken. Bhutan quite comfortably exploiting those gaps in behind the Sri Lankan defense. They're currently out of sorts, out of ideas. Struggling to clear their line. Now Bhutan just giving them a lesson in passing. Now went over the top. Sangha looked interested. You got to feel for the keeper Tarushika. Never easy for goalkeepers. Again, running through the Lankan defense. A last touch coming off Gagani. That's a cheap giveaway into the danger zone. Another hit from distance goes over. Half an hour's play gone here at the Basundhara Kings Arena in Dhaka. It's Sri Lanka 0, Bhutan 3. A brace from Keldon Zangmo. And a strike from Namzil Wangzom, the number 10. After multiple efforts, finally, she opens her scoring. She opens her account in the tournament. Now she's got space to operate. This is where she's so dangerous. On a hat-trick! Important touch from Tharusika. And behind for a corner. She's got the potential to eliminate marker. And she does it with absolute ease. And that's a poor delivery. Sri Lanka lost out there. Another direct run. Sangha continues to offer support. She's got excellent mobility. Makes herself available for the pass. Now coming away with the ball, Priya Ghale. Blocked off, this time by the Lankan defense. It's with the keeper. Away from one. Past the second. Moving forward effortlessly. Steps away. Priya Ghale pulls it back. Only for a blue shirt to clear. Now guide on from Lanka. Couldn't find her teammate. Leaves it for the keeper. Risk-free football from Bhutan. And apart from a couple of individual runs from Lanka, Sri Lanka struggled to get into the attacking half. Priya puts it in. Is still alive for Bhutan. Tempting bounce. Goes for the shot. Once more, it's over. This time the captain joining in the party. Shendu Palzon. Big victory will take Bhutan level on points, with Nepal and Bangladesh having played a game more. Way behind in goal difference. And if it ends this way, Bhutan will open their points tally. And the goal difference will rise to -2 from -5. Got to look towards the right. Decides to go down the middle. Now the pass didn't come off. Gagani to the rescue. Not too far though. Bhutan, they keep coming at Sri Lanka. Now this time, the game plan didn't work out. Bhutan's 5th participation at the Saff Under-20 Championship. The best finish has been back in 2018 at their home soil, where they reached the semi-finals but lost to Bangladesh 4-0 on 5th October 2018. And for Sri Lanka, this is their 2nd participation. The first being at 2021. They finished at the bottom of the group. Now this game continues to be a one-way traffic so far. None of the 3 games so far have been competitive. We do expect the next one between Nepal and Bangladesh to be a tactical game, especially the first 45, where both the teams will try to have a look at each other before launching those attacks. For Bangladesh, the riches lie in the attack. The defense will be tested. Bhutan did create a few scoring opportunities through Keldon Wangmo in the last game. Has been wasteful in one occasion. Otherwise, the scoreline could have been 2-3. You give her an inch, she'll take a mile. A breakneck beginning. A standout performer of this half. Free kick for Bhutan. Floats it into the penalty area. And goes out for a goal kick. That delivery does not match her standards. Prayer, surrounded by 3 blue shirts, checks back quickly. Once more, Sri Lanka been robbed, been pickpocketed inside the penalty area. Thankfully, no damage done. Keldon, one way than the other. Namsel sets it up. Finds room for the pass. Weaving a way through. Sangye Wangmo. Doesn't find the back of the net. What a save from Tarusika. Look at that with her legs. The clearance is mishit. Comfortably gathered by the goalkeeper. That was a nice run from Sangye Wangmo. Just weaving her way through. And wrong footing her marker once more. Keldon plays the ball across. Heavy touch from Sangye Wangmo. She's slightly frustrated. Slight drizzle in the air. Once again, poor from Sri Lanka. Priya Ghale from a sharp angle. Oh, the pass was misplaced. Possession still with Bhutan. Yamo. And Tries her luck from distance. Palzen, the captain, blazing it over the top. It has started to rain. Raining goals as well in the competition. "17 on match day 1. 3 already in this half. It takes the tally to 20 goals. Preya keeps going. Plays it across. And Sangai Wangmo. Still with Preya. On the loose. A double save from Tharusika. Just growing into the game. The goalkeeper. Well, the first half has been Tharusika versus Bhutan. Sangai once more. Denied and defied by the Sri Lankan custodian. Battle for the ball. A slide. Finally, referee stops play. Sangai Wangmo goes down. That must be painful. Additional time 3 minutes. Bhutan are well ahead in this game.
There will 3 minutes
Sri Lanka, they need divine intervention to get anything out of this. It seems like Bhutan are preparing a change. Sonam Yangchen most likely to come on. Lansika tells one dummy. She's got quick feet. Picking up pace. Lost track of the ball. On Bhutan, they get the ball clear. It's a double round robin format. They'll face off yet again in few days' time. Sri Lanka play Nepal next on 15th. The last game of first leg, Bhutan will face a very strong Bangladesh side on the same day. And that game is slated for a 7 p.m. Free kick for Sri Lanka. Gagani. Can they find some joy from the set piece? Oh, such a big backlift. Bhutan, they clear with confidence. Gagani. Right is the challenge. Couldn't get past Nima Selden. The referee just gonna allow this minute to flow. As she blows the halftime whistle. Joya Chakma right on spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, the halftime
And
score
Bhutan, they
is
go into the
Sri
break
Lanka 0,
with a
Bhutan 3.
handsome lead. And disappointment continues for Sri Lanka. They concede 12 in this competition in 1.5 game. And apart from that, the scoring woe continues. Bhutan will be extremely happy with the way things unfolded in the first half. At halftime, it's Sri Lanka nil, Bhutan 3. Bhutan will certainly want to increase their scoring tally when they come back after the break. Leave you with the highlights of the first half. Sri Lanka versus Bhutan, the match number 3 of the Saff Under 20 Championship. The first attack of the game resulting into a goal for Kelvin Wangmo. That broke free for Namsil Wangzom. Puts it wide. Attacks kept on coming through Priya Ghale. It was a clever touch. And Kelvin Wangmo onto her third of the competition. Broke free Namsil Wangzom. Puts it wide off the second post. Lanka had her moment in front of goal. Couldn't make it count. This was a peach of a delivery from Sangai. And Namsil Wangzom finally rewarded for her hard work. Kelvin Wangmo, she's been in a red hot form in this tournament. Attacks kept on coming thick and fast. Sangai Wangmo denied by the Sri Lankan goalkeeper. Second time within few minutes. When we come back, it's going to be the second half. Stay tuned.
Hello, hello, hello.
Back with the coverage of the second half, live from the Kings Arena in Dhaka, and you're watching the Saff Under 20 Women's Championship 2025. Is Bhutan versus Sri Lanka, live on the YouTube channel of Sportzworkz. It's 0-3 at the break, and Bhutan dominated the first half in every department, and Sankei Wangmo setting the tempo in the attack for the Dragon Girls. And the first half has been enterprising, but it is goals which matters the most in football, and the net has rippled twice so far. Half chances for Lanka. She created those on her own, but the youngster failed to convert. And now Sri Lanka will have to rectify the first half mistakes and put on a better show in the second half. Off we go then. It's pelting down here in Bangladesh. Shiv Anta Kumara will be reminding his players where the space is and run into the space and play the ball in the space. That is where you can score goals. Bhutan continuing to play the same brand of football, but can show some fight in this half. Is the question we'll look to answer. Temperature dropping down by quite a few notches. For the climate can make things slightly challenging for both teams. It is indeed a task to deal with the ball in such conditions. Sri Lanka Better beginning. Lanka running into a yellow shirt. They still has it. And finds Shashmi. Shashmi pulls the trigger from far out. Not the right idea. Had players in support. Sri Lanka, the play out. Lanka has been the pillar of strength. The elite attacker. Meanwhile, it's turn for Calzern to complete a hat-trick. Taruseka to the rescue. Steals it off her feet. And confirmation of the change. Bhutan has brought on Pema Dekar. A very young striker from the domestic league. A perfect chance to test the bench ahead of the bigger challenges that awaits them. Two running down the right. Chose to put the ball out of play. If Sri Lanka doesn't manage to pull off something special in this half, they'll remain at the bottom of the points table. Shashmi combining with Lanka. Space opening up on the left, but Lanka decides to go all by herself. Does well to stay on her feet. And went down dramatically, I guess, to win the penalty. She was certainly nudged inside the penalty area, and referee makes the right call. Did well to stay on her feet in all fairness. Sri Lanka have a penalty. It's Sanduni, the captain. She'll step up to take this. First real test of this game for Pema Yangzom, the Bhutanese goalkeeper. Oh, disappointment all around. Sanduni making it so comfortable for Pema Yangzom. Still a chance for Sri Lanka. Straight at Pema. You don't expect finishes of that sort in a tournament of this stature. Sanduni just putting it straight at the goalkeeper. Lacked pace, lacked power, lacked precision. So poor from the captain. You might blame the surface for getting slippery. A challenge to keep the non-kicking foot in the right position. You cannot hold on to the ball for too long. Got to release it quick. We saw water underneath the grass on the first match day. The ball getting stuck on the drenched surface. The intensity of the rain, though, not so much. Just a slight drizzle. Sanduni brushing off a couple of challenges. Sri Lanka showing some promise in this half. Missed out on a golden opportunity to score from the penalty spot. Lionsika pulling her socks off. Tries to burn the midnight oil, but it went in vain. Bhutan in the ascendancy now. Just trying to regain that momentum. Takes time with the ball at their feet. But the condition now not going to suit such playing style. It demands faster movement of the ball. Much better from Sri Lanka. Sanduni up against Sonam Chodan. She played for Kickstart FC in the Indian Women's League. Nicely done there. That's wayward. Pema Dekar. We're 10 minutes in. The scoreline still remains the same. Could have been different had Sanduni converted that penalty. Sri Lanka making a change. Kuvetha comes on for Indran Gregory. Indran was completely lost out there in midfield. Oh! Butterfingers from the goalkeeper. Just went through her. Keldon denied by the post this time. Very nearly getting her hat-trick. She'll have to wait. Nima. Crossfield for Priya Ghale. Priya still going. Sets it up for Namsal Wangzom. And that's been blocked. And blocked well by Gagani. A counter move for Sri Lanka. Desperate defending. Sonam Chodan. And now Bhutan coming back the other way. That was cleverly done, Sangay. With a beautiful nutmeg. The end product lacked a bit. Now play stopped. She needs a treatment. Shering Peldon. Hardly seen her get involved in this game. Had a brilliant season in Bhutan School Championship. Was adjudged the player of the match. The Kotai at school level and gradually made her way into the national team. A slight improvement in terms of the ball possession from the team in blue. Pema Yangzom. Had a couple of crucial saves. And now she's on. Chance here for Sri Lanka. Now that touch so heavy. Kuvetha could have gotten on the score sheet. It came off the bench. Just lacking in basics, these players. We've touched the hour mark. Here are the Basundhara Kings Arena. Bhutan leading 3-0 against Sri Lanka. Keldon Wangzom was brought down by Dulni. Free kick. And he looked so agitated. Shivanta Kumara. Nima Seldon. What can she produce from this free kick? Oh! Keldon Wangmo was completely free in the center. Now that ball out of her reach. Every time there's an attack, she manages to pop up into those scoring positions. And that's the hallmark of a good attacker. You can smell goals Inside the box. Keldon with a good-looking cross. Now that touch had to be better from Namsil Wangzom. And now comes across and concedes possession. Good chance for Bhutan to make it 4-0. Off the bar. Sangkai Wangmo with a great opportunity to score. Ricochets off the bar. Now the number 10, Namsil, was closing in as well. Lost her footing. And our corner comes in. Falls to a yellow shirt. And the shot on the turn is still on for Bhutan. Might have taken a touch of Tharusika. This is the move. Palzum, keeper, slightly unsighted. And then pulls off a very good save. A fingertip save, rather, from Tharusika. Just from the reverse angle. He might have got a faint touch. Outswing floater, off target. Wasn't a million miles away. Sangkai Wangmo just narrowly misses out. She was on the rise. That delivery had a lot of top spin on that. Preparations in full swing for the next game. Now the home team will be in action. We do expect a decent crowd. The 7 p.m. kickoff. It's been a learning curve for the Sri Lankan side. Haven't got much exposure playing at this level. These are valuable game time and experience. Just got to build on from here. Got to take lessons from this game. Lion Shika Outnumbered, the Bhutan defense line fall back very quickly. Try to get past Rashmi. She stood firm. Throw in taken quickly. Attack is on for Bhutan. And doesn't get through to Sangai Wangmo. Action at the other end. Sanduni will want to forget this half. Quite isolated up front. Lion Seeker. Lack of support. The players needs to be around her. Kelden Wangmo puts in a decent ball. This result will give Bhutan a lot of confidence before the Bangladesh game. Peter Butler will be watching this. Certainly take note of the strength and weaknesses of this Bhutan side. Got rattled by Nepal in the opening game. The response has been very strong. Kelden, that's poor. Unforced error. That's a gift. Sangai laying it off for Namsil. Just puts it wide. The shooting angle was quickly closed down. Sumesh's clearance. Lack of distance. Great switch. Preyaghale. Laid back. Belden. The cross is deflected. A clearance falls to a yellow shirt. She's got space to shoot. Just sets up Namsil instead. Another good save from Tharusika. Surge after surge from Bhutan. Just waves of attack. Another corner at the near post. Should have been cleared. It's taking time on the ball and a shot from distance. That stayed out. The captain looked interested. Palsum from 20 yards out. A nice shoulder to shoulder That's been deemed as a foul. Kavini with the challenge. There it is. Prayer Gale dislodged. Continues to bark out instructions. Shivanta Kumara has been very vocal. Keeps on fighting with limited resource. Against heavyweights, you need weapons in the armory to get a positive result. The keeper gets there ahead of Sangai Wangmo. Limping slightly, Tarusika. Layanika, the number 10, has been Sri Lanka's only bright spot in this tournament. And now you have idea of your opponents. Do you expect them to come up with a better game plan in the second leg? Simple hit and run football. And that is what the surface demands. Those quick 1-2s, neat little triangles, the tricks and flicks, quite difficult to execute. Given that these are young players. Lansika holding off one challenge. That was a lovely ball through. Lansika, beautiful footwork. Escapes a couple. Still holding on to it. A clear charge, says Joya Chakma, the referee. Now Lansika is down.
1020.
The official attendance 1012 for this clash. Gonna be triple the number when Nepal take on Bangladesh after this game. We are just into the last quarter. Now Bhutan gone off the boil. A measured approach in the second half. They need more goals though to improve their goal difference. It's still minus. Good first touch. That's a lovely pass. The flag goes up against the captain, Pelson. That won't count. Excellent first touch. A bit of a head tennis going on there. Bhutan, they come away with the ball. Intricate passing. Saw the gap. Tried to slip in Priya Ghale. That channel was quickly closed down. Priya just leaves it for a corner. Comfortably cleared. Tries to add few more yards to that clearance. Sanduni. And now Sangai! What a hit! Finally! He manages to find the back of the net. Goal number 4 for Bhutan. That's a fine finish from Sangai Wangmo. Ball played forward from Pelson. Mistake from the defender. Takes it into her stride and puts it past the keeper. Minimal reaction time for Tharusika. A brilliant finish from Sangai Wangmo. That was touched on. Gagani. Keldon. That just squirmed under the keeper yet again. Cleared off the line. That corner slightly tricky. — 10 minutes of regulation time left. Sri Lanka 0, Bhutan 4. Tanka Maya Ghale will be absolutely gutted. Keldon was cutting through. It's Wangmo once more. A comfortable height for Tharusika. Shivanta Kumara incomplete dismay. With the way things have gone in this game. Tanka Maya Ghale still looks expressionless. No signs of joy. in her body language. Puts it in. That was Nima Selden. Collected by Tharusika. Holding off a couple of blue shirts. Strong display from the centre back. Cut off nicely, Gagani. And the exchange of a corner kick. The three teams are going to be of same points. Keldon gets another bite on the cherry. Runs out for a goal kick. Got to be retaken. The refereeing has been pretty decent in this tournament so far. Lanka not allowed to make that run. Now into the path of Namsel. Namsel puts in a low cross. Tharusika dives and gets onto the ball. Bhutan on the attack. To their captain, Palzan. Now Keldon was on a hat-trick. Left on the floor, Reshma. Keldon's cross in. The keeper gets something on that. A good touch. Sanduni. Player lying down injured. Play stopped for the time being. Still wincing in pain. This was the last incident. There's that slide onto Chasila. The striker doing her defensive work. The entire Sri Lankan team caged inside their own half. Here they come, Bhutan once more. Sanghai setting it up once more for the number 10 Namsel. Great body feint from the number 7. Bhutan would want a couple more. Oh, shot in the foot. It's that player once more. Icing on top of the cake. Sangai Wangmo. With a cool, calm finish. Has it been given is the question. Was that challenge deemed as a foul? A triple change from the Bhutan. And a couple more inflicted by Shivanta Kumara. Sasiri will come on for Shashmi. And Chasila is off. Madhu Shani comes on.
Jersey number 12, Sharing Lam. And jersey number 15, replaced by 16. Substitute for Sri Lanka, jersey number 9, jersey number 8, Shasmi Shushankar, replaced by
Another slide rule ball.
number 9,
The second touch lets her down. Keldon Wangmo
Bige, and
was through on goal.
number 20, Shazila,
And the previous chance.
replaced by
Sangai Wangmo sells one dummy.
jersey number 19,
Laces through the ball.
Madhu Shani.
That was a nice technique implemented. Sri Lanka have a corner for themselves. Keldon Wangmo had a great evening. Sri Lanka nil, Bhutan 5. A brace each from Keldon Wangmo and Sangai Wangmo. A couple of great individual finishes. This was Sandhuni.
Additional time.
Wasn't too far off. 5 minutes added on. Just evades the first challenge. Sharing Peldon. Bhutan continues to attack. Hamshia. A change in the goalkeeper as well. Diksha Rai and Sonam Yanchen comes on.
Substitution for Bhutan. Jersey number 1.
That's the confirmation. Pema Yangzom taken off. Diksha Rai comes on, the keeper. And Sonam Yangchen, the centre back.
Diksha
Invaluable game time.
replaced by
Just testing her reserve bench.
number 2, Sonam Yangte.
Tankamaya Gale. Bhutan were ahead by 5 goals to 0. Oh, the keeper spills it. Danger still lurking. Thousand. They're carrying the ball forward. Predictable in the end. 2.5 minutes left. Bhutan heading towards the first win of the tournament. Stamping their authority in this game. Diksha Rai slips. Could be on goal. Sankai flagged off. Chance for the young goalkeeper to impress. Even though not much time left. Sri Lanka would want to test Diksha. Can sort of feet out Kavni. Bhutan just getting numbers back behind the ball. Few words of motivation needed now from Shivanta Kumara to make sure his team keeps fighting the remaining games of the tournament. 9 goals considered in the first game, 5 in this already. Heading towards the 6th, Bhutan. That's a forgettable attempt. Sheringham. Ambitious try. And there goes the full-time whistle. A great response from Bhutan after a big defeat to Nepal in the opening game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final score is
They win this comfortably
Bhutan 5.
with a margin of 5-0. A successive defeat for Sri Lanka. They languish at the bottom of the points table, yet to open their points tally. With this win, Bhutan will remain third, a level on points with Nepal and Bangladesh, having played a game more than the top two. Bangladesh will sit on top with a superior goal difference. But the battle for the top spot is on the line, with Nepal facing off Bangladesh in the second game of match day 2. Sri Lanka going through a learning phase. We'll have to welcome the positives out of this performances and work on the loopholes. At full time, it's Sri Lanka nil, Bhutan 5. A brace from Sangai Wangmo and Kelton Wangmo. And a goal from Namsil Wangzom. This is the highlights of this clash. The clash of titans. Bhutan taking on Sri Lanka. Kelton Wangmo with a perfect start. Goal within the first couple of minutes. Adds another to her tally. It makes it 3 in the competition. And then that set up from Sangai for Namsil Wangzom. It converts it with absolute ease. And then Lions Chika winning a penalty early in the second half, which was wasted by the captain, Dantuni. Then Bhutan with their foot on the gas. This was a clear scoring opportunity for Kuwaita. That try from Sangai comes off the post. Then the captain hits one through a crowd of players, runs free for Freya, but good save from Tadusika. Again getting close time and again, Sangai. Tadusika on her toes yet again, and then Sangai finally with a powerful right footer scoring the 4th goal and the final nail in the coffin via this individual brilliance to make it 0-5 for the evening. A memorable performance. As things stands at full time here, Sri Lanka nil,
Sandhuni is
Bhutan
here
5.
with us, captain of Sri Lanka. Sandhuni, back-to-back loss. So what's the main reason? What do you think?
පළවෙනි මැච් එකට වැඩිය අපේ ටීම් එක දෙවෙනි මැච් එක හොඳට සෙල්ලම් කරා. මම කලිනුත් කිව්වා අපේ ෆස්ට් ඉන්ටර්නැෂනල් එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එක ගොඩක් ප්ලේයර්ස් ලගේ. ඒගොල්ලෝ එන්න එන්න ඉම්ප්‍රූව් වෙනවා. පෙරදුනට කමන්නේ අපි අත්අරින්නේ නැහැ. ඊළඟ මැච් එක මීට වැඩිය හොඳට සෙල්ලම් කරනවා.
So what she says is like this is most of the players' first international tournament. So we are improving from the last match, but we are not going to give up. We are going to come back strong at the next match.
What's the way to come back in the next match? Few matches or 2 matches you already played. What's the way to come back in the next match? What do you think?
අපේ ටීම් එකේ පොඩි පොඩි අඩුපාඩු තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා තමයි අද ගෝල්ස් ගියේ. ඒ ටික හදාගෙන next match එක දැන් ගහපු match දෙකටම වැඩි හොඳට සෙල්ලම් කරනවා.
So she says like we had small mistakes between the team players. So they will discuss. They will come back with a strong plan and they will fight back strong next time.
Thank you. Thank you so much and best of luck for the next match. Thank you.
Thank you.
They want to get over this as quickly as they can, Sri Lanka. Sigh of relief finally for Bhutan.
Yeah, Kelden is here with us. Kelden, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
And you scored twice today, but missed the hat-trick. Are you a little bit unhappy today?
Yes, please.
Are you a little bit unhappy today? You missed the hat-trick?
No, I'm not unhappy. I'm happy that I scored and I helped the team. I'm happy.
And are you happy with the team performance?
I would say I'm happy because compared to yesterday's match, it's much better today. And yes, we did try our best and the result was good. I'm happy.
Result is 5-0. It is okay?
Yes, it's okay for me. Yes, compared to yesterday, today's match was much better, and we scored, and the score was 5-0, and I'm happy, and my teammates are also happy.
Thank you so much, and best of luck
you,
for the next match. Thank you.
Keldon, her dream run continues in this tournament. 3 goals already in 2 games. In the top scorers chart, Purnima Rai of Nepal sits on top with 4 goals, and Shagorika of Bangladesh joined second with Keldon Wangmo of Bhutan.